Hi guys, today we are going to see about the pipeline sizing. So how to size a line based on the properties of the fluid that is being handled, and as well and finding the pressure drop that it can withstand. So we are going to see about line sizing, right? So consider a pipeline handling some fluid. Usually we take water, so we take water, reserving P1 at one point, having some ID and P2 at some point. So while traveling the when the fluid is traveling, based on the size, the pressure also keeps on changing. So and delta V, what will be the change in pressure, that also we are going to find out. And usually when there is a fluid flowing through a pipeline, the velocity ranges will be around 1.5 meter per second to 4.5 meters per second generally. So we take this common point, we can take average of 2.5 meter per second in this case for an example. So consider the water is flowing at a flow rate of 50 meter cube per hour. Okay, so this is the case. We are going to find out what is the ID required for this flow with the velocity as this much. So we will find out. For example, usually the flow rate is equal to velocity into area. General formula. This is volumetric flow rate. This is volumetric flow rate, and this is velocity, that will be in meter per second. This is area meter square. So apply this formula. 50 meter per second, meter cube per hour into is equal to velocity. We have taken 1.5 meter per second. So here this is meter per second, this is meter cube per hour. So we have to convert this to meter cube per second divided by 3600. So now in 3600 seconds, the area, that's what we are going to find out. So change this with the area formula, that is pi d square by 4. So this is equal to, you just interchange area with the formula id square by 4, right? So the final output will be, just calculate and tell you. So this is giving me around 0.084 meter, which is equal to about 3.3 inches of ID. So I'll simply write it here. Total will be coming here like, so D will be 3.3 inches, it's more or less equal to 4 inches pipe. So we can go for 4 inches pipe for this configuration. And one more thing is that we have to find out the del T, which is pressure drop which is occurring in this pipeline. So that will be find out by using Darcy-Weisbach equation. So finding the pressure drop is very important. So del P is equal to P. Pressure drop will be found by Darcy-Weisbach equation. So if you go for a design based industry, or you are designing a pump or designing a pipeline for some given data, so this is very important equation for finding the pressure drop of pipeline, whatever it is. So in this case, so the Darcy-Weisbach equation will be is equal to rho FL V square divided by 2G, correct? Sorry, 2D. So as per this formula, you can, by applying these parameters, you can find out the pressure drop. So after that, we can, for using this, for finding this, we can get density easily. We can find the length also, length of the pipeline. That was given by the requirement, as per requirement. So we know the velocity from this one. This is already taken, and diameter we found out. So the only thing we have to find out is friction factor. This friction factor is having a few limitations for finding this one. So there are two things. One is friction factor and another one is coefficient of friction. So mainly we consider friction factor. So we consider friction factor. There is a chart. You can say that is Modi friction factor chart. Modi friction factor chart. This will be given based on the type of flow that is being flowing through the pipeline. So the friction factor will decide what is the friction factor. There is a dimensional number based on the given NRE. Okay. So for that we have to find out, before finding friction factor we have to find NRE, that is rho Vd divided by mu. Usually all of you know this formula. Rho Vd is nothing but density, velocity and diameter and viscosity. So when you know these things about the fluid, whatever that is flowing through this pipeline, either it is water or oil. So if you know these conditions, you can find out the NRE. If you know the NRE, you can find out this friction factor from the Modi friction factor chart. I can draw simply about the Modi friction factor chart. We have this NRE at the bottom side, and you have this roughness factor. That is E by D, and you have this friction F value, which can be found out rho Fl V square by 2gd. So this is the condition. You can find F by using this formula also, but this chart is already found out by after analyzing and researching and all. So you have this. That's a simple line. This will be used only for when the flow is laminar. If you say laminar, then NRE is equal to rho Vd divided by mu. If it comes less than 2100 or 2000, you can go for this laminar flow. We call it as laminar flow because it is not having any turbulence at all. There will be a smooth flow, each layer flowing over another layer without any disturbance. At the center point, it will be having high velocity. The water is flowing like this. The water flows like a you can see a tap water when you open the tap slowly. There is a smooth flow of liquid. That is called laminar flow. So when it reaches laminar flow, the NRE is less than 2100. You can use this line. Here you can find out F directly is equal to 64 by NRE. This is a constant formula. The flow is laminar. If you know that formula is the flow is laminar, you can use this one. You can use this formula directly. 64 and whatever the NRE that is coming, you can divide it and you will get the F directly. So you can get this in this chart also. And the next thing is the turbulent region. Turbulent region means when the flow, the NRE is between 2100, which is less than 4000. Here where you are going to see this turbulent region. Okay. In this case, you cannot get directly F. You need to know the roughness factor of the material. The pipeline that you are using is this. It is having each type of material like carbon steel, stainless steel, or whatever the material that is you are using. It is having mild steel also. It is having some roughness factor. You will get this. Will get the data in the Paris Chemical Engineering book also. So the roughness factor is given individually for each type of material of construction of the pipe. So that you will get the data and divide it by the diameter. With respect to that, you will get some constant. With respect to that, you need to see the NRE value also. So if you collide with this one, you will get some F value somewhere here. So to that only you can take the data. For greater than 400 also, for 4000. If the NRE is greater than 4000 also, you can see like that. So this will be called, this is laminar, this is turbulent, sorry, this is a transition, this is turbulent. So the charge is divided like that. This area is for laminar purpose only. These are turbulent, or mostly you will have turbulent only, So these lines are given for turbulent flow. This is the maximum point where the turbulent flow can be attained. Okay, so you can, by using this dot, you will find the F, and you will find the del P, which is equal to rho FL V square divided by 2D. So you will find the delta P, what will be the pressure drop for the given pipeline. So you can find it out easily. Okay guys, if you have any doubts, ask it in the comment box. Thank you.